Hey all, and this is the Golem's Wake event. This is Dark and Chaotic Killer. Now I have made one team up only for this event. I think this is the most effective deck I could make. This once again uses part of the Golem's deck. This also uses part of the Freedom Fighters deck with the Spirits United card for the killer skill. So I'm sure you have all seen me use this deck before. High performance unit area. This gives that lovely supercharged bonus for all immortal killer heroes. Now 4 of the cards are immortal killer. Just the one chaotic killer card, that's just for the killer skill. So the glorious golems. That gives all the power gems, well 10 power gem level 4s when supercharged. Bioblitz, the reason I'm using this is mainly for the bonus attack. As I've already mentioned, this is Immortal Killer, so it's buffed up by the golems. Then the Freedom Fighters once again has that lovely bonus attack. Let's scroll down. There we go. And then finally the Spirits United. As I've already mentioned, I need that for the chaotic killer skill. So this is pretty effective. So far I have not prestiged up too high. There is a slight change to this event. I have not really noticed much of a change. Here we go. Firstly, the prestige up and Carillion boss timer change. That's not the change I'm talking about though, it's the killer shield update. So these supposedly reduce the damage they take. I have not really noticed much of a difference though, if I'm being honest, so we will see as I play the event and if I prestige up any higher, if this really makes any difference. So let's get on with the actual event now. I have a few solo bosses ready to defeat. If we scroll up, there we go. I believe I can kill these in 1 or 3 keys. I'm just going to lock it anyway to be sure. Otherwise someone else will probably steal that. Right, lock it and then try and defeat this one with just the 3 keys. See if I can actually manage it. So with this deck, get the supercharged bonus up, then kill. Turn 1, match anything. Turn 2, use this card. Turn 3, use all the cards, or most of them. I don't want too many gems crushing together, so let's see what happens. That's not too bad. Let's try this. See how much damage it does. There we go. Oh no, I will need the bonus attack as well, but there we go. It killed it pretty easily. I have one more platinum or radiant boss, whatever you want to call it, to kill. Just see if there's any good guild bosses. No, not yet. Right, there it is. Once again, I will lock it just to be sure. Right, there we go. And then go in with 1 key again. And that should be enough to defeat this. Unless I make a horrible mistake, which I guess is possible. Right, here we go. Repeat the same process as last time. Quite a few enemies this time seem to have the slumber skill, so please be aware of that. The Golem's ultra rare does remove slumber though, so that is pretty useful. Slumber is not exactly a majorly dangerous skill in my opinion. Didn't quite kill it. There we go. I'm glad I locked the boss. You probably saw, but the 2 bonus attacks did about half the damage of the main attack between them. That was enough to kill it in 1 key, so preferably I would like something a little bit tougher to test out my team on. I'll give this a go. I'm going to need to battle boost this. I might not even get an attack out though. So it is a 3-turn deck effectively. On weaker enemies you can just use the skills on turn 1, but against a boss like this I really need the supercharged bonus. Now I might be able to steal MVP on this, you never know. Let's see. I think I got it. You may have seen, but those bonus attacks did quite a lot of damage. There we go, I managed to steal the MVP, which is pretty good going. So this is probably about the right prestige. I want to tag this guild boss. Any Inferno Silver or higher definitely needs tagging. So make sure I get in on that. Right, there we go. Perfect. Okay. Alright, so I did pause for a bit. I wanted to see if I could get a decent solo boss to spawn. And there we go. This should be good to give my team a proper testing on. So here we go. We'll be interested to see if I can kill this on turn 3 with those bonus attacks. Alright, here we go. So this is probably the right prestige for me if I can kill these quickly. I don't really want to go up to the higher prestiges. Otherwise it means I just can't really kill anything and I'm forced to just tag and rally, which is never fun. We'll decide later on if I want to stay at this prestige or go up higher. I'm not sure yet. Well, here we go anyway with this boss. That's not too bad. Let's see if it kills it. So there we go. Now the bonus. Look at the bonus attacks. That's what does all the damage with this deck. Those 2 bonus attacks. So yeah, that was perfect. This is definitely the team I will be using for this event. This is doing all the damage, as you can see. So now let's move on to the collection. This is a Warden collection, so a few decent items in there. Got the Ascension Stones, which are pretty important. 3 Wardens as well, so probably going to be selling those for dust. A few Bastion Shards near the end as well. Let's have a look at the Warden for this event. I'm going to scroll upwards. unfortunately in Legends again, so I probably won't play this event that hard. Let's try and scroll up to where the Warden or Dragoon, I'm pretty sure it's a Warden this time, but we will see. Right, let's get up to gold when it loads. Here we go. Right. Ah, no, it's a Dragoon. It's not a Warden after all. Right. Let's have a look at the Dragoon. Need to go up a bit higher to find the fully upgraded version. So what is the Dragoon like? Well, it's one of those Dragoons that increases the gems based on intensity. Defender skill Toxin, that's useless as you don't use this as a defender in GBG. Dispel Power Gem Silence. So it's okay. The stats are pretty decent on it. Probably not a Dragoon I'm really going to make an effort to get though, especially as my GBG attack team is dark. But there we go, this is what it looks like. You can decide for yourselves if you want to make a real effort to get this or not. Right, I think finally let's go back and have a look at the actual event deck. So let's go back to here. Let's go to the vault. I can actually make one of these two cards. I'm not going to, as I already have a pretty decent team for this event. So this one is power gems based on intensity and a attack bonus, but it's only to itself and not to the whole team. Then for this card, this one creates power gems for 2 turns. Again, the passive skill only applies to the actual hero, not to the entire team. So the deck looks alright, but you probably won't need this deck if you already have the Golem's deck and some sort of Immortal Killer team with the killer skill needed like I showed. So you're probably a deck to skip, I guess, unless you want to play this event really competitively. Considering all the other good dark deck combinations, this is probably a deck you're not really going to need. But then again, it's up to you if you do want to go for this anyway. That's your choice. I'm just giving my opinion here. And that about sums up this event. I think I pretty much covered everything. If you do have any questions or suggestions regarding this, as always, feel free to let me know. And thanks for watching.